Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, but I feel like at this point that Apple has a huge investment in this thing already, and it's just, I don't think it's ever going to happen. It's kind of like the whole Flash player situation. I don't think it'll ever happen.
Here's the thing: the way they're structuring it, and it's like a lot of people don't realize this, but the whole Windows 7 mobile thing and iOS 4 are the exact same business model. The difference is, at this point in time, the iOS platform has market share. And Windows 7 Mobile, it has an old business market share, but it doesn't really have a market share. And you can't say, here's our proprietary system, do everything our proprietary way, and have no market share. It's like, come to me, come into my box where no one is. If Apple can maintain at least 40% market share in the mobile arena, then I see them having a chance to get iAds going off. Because, I mean, they have pre-orders because they're the predominant platform at the moment. But I don't know how much longer they're going to stay there is the thing. And when you're competing with, we allow everyone versus play by our rules or the highway, you have to maintain a decent chunk of the market to justify that, or it just doesn't work. I mean, I've said where I said, do you think Apple's going to be able to hold on to a good chunk of the market, or do you think they're going to slowly, or maybe rapidly, wither away over the next 2 to 3 years?
You know, I don't know. I think it's a little early to tell. I think now, for the foreseeable future, I think Apple's got basically a stranglehold on the market. They've got just a huge market share that's really not going away anytime soon. And the new phone, the way they roll a new phone out every year, man, it's tough to compete when you've got,
Well, and say it's even though at some point an antitrust court may have overturned the monopoly on iAds, right now, the only way to advertise on the iPhone is to give Apple money.
Right.
It's like, because all those AdMob ads just went away. Now, unless that gets overturned rapidly, come next month, if you want to continue to advertise on the iPhone platform, if you want your ads to continue to be seen by iPhone users and iPad users, you have to leave AdMob and go to iAds. And if by sheer virtue of giving them no other choice, whether it's right or wrong, whether at some future point a court will overturn it, that may give them the start place they need to build that market up. And I think that's the real reason they made that decision. It's like they're trying to. I think that's their solution to keep from losing further market share. They're like, you have to be so enclinched in our infrastructure that you can't possibly go anywhere else. It's like, and I think that's why the game companies weren't taking Microsoft's offers. Did you hear about that?
No.
Microsoft has been going around trying to convince gamers, game companies, to develop, that we're developing iPhone OS things to develop equivalents for Windows Phone 7. And they're basically going to these companies with piles of cash and saying, okay, we want you to create a Silverlight version of your Objective-C stuff. Because everybody on the iPhone platform is locked into this Objective-C stuff, especially with iOS 4. And basically, Microsoft's giving them big piles of cash, but the big piles of cash aren't big enough to justify basically doubling their workload.
I mean, I think that plays in perfectly with the with Microsoft's Xbox 360 franchise and the connection that they've already made there with the Windows Phone 7. So I think that could potentially be huge for Microsoft as well.
Yeah,
the
but
console market pretty heavily. So.
Well, no, and they've got to convince them to do that. It's a lot of people have mixed feelings about this, but I really do think Apple's going to try and get into the console market. I just don't think I don't think they're ever going to officially declare it that way. But I mean,
they tried that once, right?
well, but see, it's a different time now. Really, there is a significant amount of gaming going on these mobile devices, and the iOS is a good gaming platform. The problem I see with this is it means your entertainment center is going to be an Apple entertainment center, which then means you're going to be penalized if the rest of your house is an Apple. So, I don't know.